I'm Patricia Rowe, and I'm a Senior Program Director here at USA Funds. I would date it back probably 10 plus years in terms of how we started that relationship with Gleaners. I would say we've been always a company that's interested in community support and community philanthropy. And I think in that regards, we have just done our job of strategically building a footprint within our community. Our mission is to increase access to education through support of not only access agendas, but also completion agendas. That means success of students that are trying to go to college to complete not only that career experience, but our strategic focus has become completion with a purpose. And what that means is not only do we want students to make completion their goal in terms of post-secondary education, regardless of how they get that, whether that's through a certification program or completion of an associate's or bachelor's degree or higher, but it's to make a smoother transition to the employment world by way of being able to complete that degree program. So a part of that is looking at our community and making sure that families are not food insecure. And I think that the way we've gotten involved with Gleaners recently is that they have programs that actually are supporting young people in that educational pursuit. And we're trying to look at an opportunity to make sure, not only during the day, but in the evenings and on the weekends, that they're able to have nutrition and to be able to have food in order to get them through to the next day or even to the next week. So about 6 months ago, we were able to participate in the backpack attack by actually preparing over 8,000 backpacks for students to be able to, again, take home on the weekends and after school hours as well. And some of those actually will go into them having food for the summer programs as well. Well, actually, if you look at families that are food insecure, you want to support activities and programs that Gleaners and organizations like Gleaners would support and put on. So the Women, Wine, and Shoes, I think one thing that you have a very high percentage of women giving back in the community, and it also allows us to identify other key female leaders in our community who would enjoy such a day of activity. But I think what's most important is the proceeds from that event all go towards Gleaners and their ability to provide as many backpacks for students and their families as we can, just so that we are able to address this issue within our community for all families. Well, USA Funds is a community partner, and we care about issues that relate to children and their ability to, with their families, to be food secure. And so I think an event like Women, Wine, and Shoes is just an example of how we can have a little fun, but at the same time we can support an organization that's doing the right thing for our community and specific families that have that need. So I think what you would see in terms of our corporate culture is that we feel very strongly about volunteer activities within our community. And also we have participated in the backpack attack, where we've actually brought our employees to a full day of activity where we have built and been able to pack backpacks for students and their families. So that's part of our culture. That's part of what we do. That's part of what we believe our corporate responsibility is here within Indianapolis. And so our ability to be able to support this event is huge. I hope to have several of our own employees that are able to participate that day, but also to incent other women in the community as well as other organizations within the community to also support Gleaners in this way, because why not have a little fun while we're actually giving to such a worthy cause within our community? And I think Gleaners is one of the top organizations that we could support in that regard as it relates to our ability to help kids, to help families, to be food secure.